Mm.
Hey, let this shit ride,
On who? On me.
Hey.
My affirmations are a real beat.
Say what?
You on your shit.
Uh-huh.
You the one. Ain't nobody fucking with the
What you do?
Hype me up.
Hey.
Hype me up.
Hey.
Hype me up.
Hey.
Hype me up. I got 99.
Welcome to another episode of Coach E Game for All Seasons. I hope you take that lady's advice and hype yourself up for this, because we show is hype up in this thing. Local neighborhood high school football coach, strength coach at Twinsburg High School football program. Local neighborhood basketball coach, local neighborhood high school track coach. Also, most importantly, co-CEO El Presidente at Perfect Time Fitness, head trainer at Perfect Time Fitness. You can email this show with all your questions, concerns, and comments, because I know all y'all smarter than ever. You think you are, and you think you smarter than us on this show. So go ahead, give us your smart ass comment on the email, gameforallseasons@gmail.com. Go to YouTube, watch this thing, because we got visuals. YouTube, search bar, Coach E Game for All Seasons. It will pop up, and you will see every other piece of content we got going on up in this thing. You can also download wherever you get your podcasts at: Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, Stitcher, a whole other host of places you can get it from. So go ahead and do that thing. With that out the way, I got three assistant coaches with me. Left hand side, we got XEN. He cripping today. Hype me up, Zen. Hype me up. Hey, what's going on, boy?
Just another one of those masculine sounding female MCs is out here today, because you could have told me that wasn't a dude right there. Hype me up, hey! Hype me up, hey!
Go to the bedroom.
Like, no, thank
All right,
Pull
I'm
your pants
hyped.
down.
Okay.
Want some now?
Chill. Yo, but have y'all hip? I got hip to it actually from my brother, that song right there. So are y'all hip with the TikTok that go along with it, or the dude and the shorts and the Timberlands?
That's
No.
what I was just playing,
Okay.
man. That's my boy. Kick
Oh,
that booty
okay.
out, and he going
Yeah.
with the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's how I got hip to.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's good, Coach E?
Shit, hyping yourself up because you don't need nobody else. You are your own entity, sir. In the middle, we got Dallas Maverick representing with the white beater. It is blue, but it's a white beater, and he flexed on you. RPZ, what up, Ricky Perez?
What's happening, man? Just trying to make it through, man. Raising these kids, man. Sons are so much harder than daughters. Sons is so much harder than daughters.
Hey,
I
J. Cole
disagree.
told us to love yours.
Yeah.
Sons
I
harder than daughters. Yeah, I don't know, Rick.
That's what I say. I disagree.
You give a son ball, go tell him go shoot some hoops. Girls, they want to talk. They want to talk long time, talk to you forever. So I don't know, Rick.
Then they get older and get married, and you got to walk them down the aisle.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, that
Mhm.
yeah, that day'll be here. That day'll be here. I still ain't gonna cry. It ain't gonna get me either, E.
Nah,
Ain't gonna
man.
get me.
Too big for that. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't
Hey,
talking
who
about
you call it
stature.
big? Who you call it
Oh,
big?
well, I just said I ain't talking about stature. Talking about in spirit. On the right hand side, you hear spirit. It's huge. It's big. You love it. Everybody love it. Don't nobody hate it because it's too big to be in a room with the hate.
Oh my God.
It is
no.
Mr. T. Bizzle Timmons with a taboo.
Flags all around on the play, but that's okay, Big E. Yo, before I tell you, people, man, I'm feeling tough like Joe Flacco, tough as QB in the QB room. Joe Flacco took all the snaps. He ain't sitting down, young pups. But anyway, I ain't talking about that because I got something more important to tell y'all. So I know y'all's probably seen this with y'all Major League Baseball, the All-Star game, right? And they show Hank Aaron's. Did y'all see that? They reenacted Hank Aaron, his home run that broke the record. Y'all didn't see that with the hologram?
Actually,
Okay,
I
so
didn't see it. B, fill me in, baby.
Oh my God, y'all didn't see? Okay, so what happened was they reenacted that. He put holograms on the field. They took it. I mean, from the first ball to the pitch, he actually knocked out the park. It was real beautiful thing. Main thing is them holograms. Hey, since Project Bluebeam, 1964, something is coming with the 3 Atlas, 3I. Look it up. They claim it's coming, and look, it might even be a hologram. Project Bluebeam, fake alien invasion. We've been talking about it all year, and I bet y'all ain't even been watching the news where the scientists say this thing is coming, like Oumuamua came in 2020. That it's gonna be hostile. Y'all probably ain't even seen that. It'll be here in November, so it might even be a fake. It might be the fake alien invasion.
The next moon landing.
Yeah. Project Bluebeam. Right. The cameraman on the moon, like, hey. He's still up there.
Watching them take off.
He watched them land and take off. He watched them jump out there. Hey, cameraman. But yeah, watch out for that. November. And watch out for the 8th, 8/8. We'll talk about that another episode. What's good, fellas? What's up, man? What we talking about, dog? You know me.
Did you
Y'all
say your
turn me loose.
tagline?
Oh yeah, that's right. I
Sure.
was so excited. It's not your boy, but your favorite grown ass man, Mr. Taboo Timmons. I'm trying to enlighten y'all. August 8th is coming. Make sure you manifest on August 8th. No negativity or positivity, baby. We ready to take off. How y'all feeling today?
Okay.
I got a August 8th. Why not July 7th? Why
August
not June
8th.
6th? Why
It's
not
all
May
around.
5th?
We don't
Why
know.
not April 4th?
We
Why
don't
not
know.
March 3rd?
The 8's been dropping. Aaron Rodgers got the 8s. He part of it with the devil horns. Hulk Hogan, double 8s. He got the 8s going on. 8s is everywhere. I can send y'all tags of 8s. Mountain Dew, Pitch Black, Blackout Coming. What's on the can? 88 on the car. 8s is everywhere. Just like the 3s and 6s. Y'all thought we crazy, man. They mocking us. I'm telling you, August 8th. Then what they find in space? Something with double 8s.
All right. My fault.
Hey. Hey.
That was my fault.
You asked me.
I asked.
I'm ready.
I asked. That
Before
was
you
totally
go-
my fault.
Before you go any further, Zen, all I got to say is
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
Yes.
What the hell?
what the hell LeBron James is he on, Zen?
Man,
For
I
real,
better watch these news, man. Y'all better watch it. I tell you, man, they crazy this year. They spraying, man. Go ahead, man. You about to get me going,
Yes.
man.
Okay. Let me
I'm
commandeer the shit.
disappointed in E, man. He ain't even play the X-Files music. He ain't say Conspiracy Island nothing. You fired, E. You fired.
Hey.
Vince
I was
McMahon
waiting for
style.
You jumped off too fast.
You gotta be
You
hype with the
edged
music.
cliff.
Yeah,
You
you
went to the
can't.
cliff and dug your toenails in and leaned forward.
I got this hot ass Browns hat on. I wish y'all hurry up so we can talk about it. Let's go.
Man, bro. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do a quick check-in with Coach Ricky because he out here in his tank top. He feeling good 24 days in on his 75 hard challenge, man. We want to do a quick check-in with you real quick. How you doing, brother?
It's going well, man. Just it gets the week, like I said before, the weekends are the hard ones because it's like on the days that I'm not lifting, like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm good because I'm in the gym. I'll run. You know, I've started running now, as you know, walk run kind of little thing. I've learned that you gotta get some sprint in. I only sprint for like a minute, but you know, you got to get them knees up, get them moving. You know, helps burn that belly fat. But it's going all right, man. Just my eating has gotten a lot better. You know, I just don't go ham and just eat whatever I want anymore. Each meal, I'm very conscious about what I'm eating, how many calories that is, how much fat, how much sodium. Blood pressure's getting to a point. I was on 30 milligrams. Now I'm bumping down to 20. So it's going the right direction. You know, so it's looking good, man. It's looking good. It's getting easy too. It's getting easier.
Yeah.
So
Hooray.
All right. What about that
Yes.
book you was reading? You was telling us about.
Yeah, so I finished dang, I can't remember my man's Wilson.
Jason Wilson.
Jason
Yeah.
Wilson, Battle Cry, and kind of a good segue to, you know, what kind of a situation I had this weekend at a basketball tournament for my quick hitter. So I'm sitting on the bleachers. my game's done. I'm watching the game play. Mother, this team just lost. Son comes over, is talking to his mother. He's real distraught. He's, they always say it's my fault. I ain't going to sit over there. I'm not. He wasn't with his team after the game. Mom is like, but you got to go over there. If y'all would have won the game, you'd be sitting over there. When things go wrong, you have to be accountable for what you've done. That's why you don't want to sit over there. And he's like, they gonna say it's my fault. I ain't going over there, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of interjected myself in the situation. I said, put my hand on the shoulder. I said, hey, man, your mom is right. Like, I know it's tough, but if you're on the team, you have to go over and listen. I said, I'll walk over with you, but take a breath. He took a breath. It's like, all right, come on, let's go. So I walked kind of halfway, then I let him walk on to his team. I saw the interaction between him and his coach. Coach said something to him. And then next thing you know, the coach kind of turns away, throws the ball at the kid, and the kid starts walking back to his mom. And he was like, see, that's what I'm saying. He don't even want to talk to me. He asked me what's wrong. I just say nothing. And then he talking about, man, go on sit with your mama then. You be mad, blah, 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 blah. And then it just spiraled back down again. He starts telling to the mom, that's why I want to go over there. That's why. And then the mom's like trying to calm him down, but then she gets frustrated and just lashes out at the kid like, I'm gonna hit you in your face right now. You acting like a little punk. Let's go. And then they storm out. And as she's walking, she has to walk past the coach and the team. The coach kind of like, what's wrong with him? What's wrong? I asked her what was wrong. And she kind of just flicked him off and they kept going. And I'm just sitting there, man. I'm like, everything that I read in Jason Wilson's book about how young men don't know how to express their emotions. Like in that situation, that kid was frustrated. And I understood it, but he didn't know how to convey, just like listening to him talk, he didn't know how to convey that. And then, I talk to the kid, I take him over there. The kid's like, all right, I'm going to give this a try. And then that coach, who was all the way wrong, he just shot that kid down. So now that kid will never, ever do that again. He's like, I tried that one time, and this is what happened. Man, coaches, we got to, you have to hold yourself, you got to be at a higher standard, even the parents, because the parents don't know what's going on with this game and the emotions and this and that. You got to coach the parents through stuff. And like that whole situation, it kind of left me disheartened when I walked out, man. But it was to watch that young man struggle like that to get his emotions out, and then the mom get to a point where she got frustrated too because she didn't know how to say how she was feeling or step out of it and notice that this was a teaching situation or a teaching moment. Like everybody just kind of missed the bar, and that was very hard to watch, man. Very hard to watch.
Question for you, brother. Do you think the interaction would have been different if it was a father instead of a mother in this interaction?
Nope.
Maybe, but no. Not how that, if it might, honestly, it might have been worse. And that kind of takes me back to what I was saying. It's harder raising sons than daughters.
All right, man. Go ahead and get on your soapbox then. You got it, because my mama told me she was glad that she got 3 boys and she ain't had no girls. So but then there were times she did wish she had a daughter. So let me not say that completely. But she did say it was easier for her having 3 boys. So now you saying the opposite as a father. So man, you got to expound on that.
And I have 2 daughters. From a father to daughter standpoint, there's only but so far or as hard as I'm going to go on my daughters because they are my daughters. And what they're going to always, I think, reciprocate back to me is love and take care of. Now, with me and my son, there's you're growing a man. And you've all heard, you can't be two men in the same house. And when you're trying to convey or talk or give something to someone and they're trying to establish their manness or step down, I'm
Dominance.
stepping in, dominance, and I'm stepping into my own, there's friction with that. And if you don't have a father, which I'm having to understand that there are certain dynamics that I envisioned going a certain way, but that's not reality.
Hmm.
And I have to deal with that and understand that. It's nothing negative, but it's just a situation or me helping my son with his basketball. I thought I'd be a lot more involved because I know how hard it is for him to be and go to where he's trying to go alone. And if you ain't surrounded by the right people, i.e., your friends that are trying to do the same thing, it's easy to fall off. So it's, you told me this is what you want. So hey, I'm here to help you. I got a little blueprint. I've been where you're trying to go. Let's go at this. But when I notice you're not putting it all in like you said you wanted to, and now I step up to try to help you with that, and I get conflict or combated with, that's the friction. That's the, go ahead, E.
So where do you go after that? Because we talking about your flesh and blood son, but when I get that friction, I ain't saying it was like the basketball coach situation, but the everyday 60 plus boys that I deal with, when I get that friction and I'm supposed to be helping them when they ask me for help, and then they kind of like back down and be like, nah, I kind of take it to another level. I ain't gonna lie, another level of challenge, not another level of help, because you already know I'm gonna help you, for one. And for two, you came to me for help because you know I will help you. And then now for three, your whole story changed and your whole attitude changed because it got a little hard. So
Right.
that's when I tend to go up a notch. What do you do in that situation with your own flesh and blood?
And that's the hard part, because you can, if I too, yes, go up another notch, but I gotta leave the gym and get in the car and go home with this kid and be around him after that. At least you can kind of decompress once you go home, you leave their space, and it's like, that's the hard part.
So if I can interject one more time,
No, go ahead.
I'm not trying to say you wrong or anything, but I think that would be the easy part, because with that ride home, I can still decompress and then tell him while I'm decompressing why I got to that level so we can have that conversation on the way home. I can't do that with everybody else that I just took it to another level on. You know what I mean? So that's kind
And
of like the good thing. That's the blessing and the curse with that, I guess.
and that's the part of it that I've had to learn, and which I try to do a lot of, is clean it up. Like, I'm gonna go hard on you, but then, hey man, look, blah blah blah. This is what happened. Da, da,
Explanation.
da. But you hit it right on the nail, E. That's my gift and my curse. My gift is I can work with young people, and I think they really listen to me. But the curse is, the one young person that I really want to listen to me does
Give you
not
that
want to.
friction and that conflict back.
And I was thinking about that all day today. It's like, everybody has a gift, but there's a curse that comes with that gift.
That's because you dad too. You got to realize you dad. So he gonna look at you a little different. Like you said, y'all both trying to establish that dominance. And it's dad. So of course I'm gonna challenge a little bit with dad say, because it's especially a competitive kid, because they gonna want to try to show you that it's a different way, or try to show you, well, I can do it without listening. But on the flip side, going back a step, what you were saying, like, especially with the parent and the kid, a lot of kids are not allowed today, Especially that's what I think is wrong with the black race. Like, because we don't allow our children to speak, from the heart, speak their feelings, their emotions, like the mama shut him down, say quit acting like a bee, quit acting like a puss or whatever, whatever they say, they shut him down. So people don't really let their kids express that emotion, and then it's better out than in. Then you end up with shadow and all kind of psychological problems. So I always rule with the philosophy of speak within, long as you keep it respectful. You know what I mean? Speak your mind, but keep it respectful.
I'm gonna push back a little bit on that because just seeing every day and dealing with it every day, the thing is, these parents nowadays, you speaking from your end, B, because you know how you raise your kids and how you are
Yeah.
and how you was raised.
Mm-hmm.
You gave
Right.
your kids a little bit more grace than your parents gave you on the speak back and then speaking of the feelings, right? But
Yeah. Yep.
nowadays, these parents think they're their kids' friends. But the bad part is you knew how to communicate as a kid. These kids don't know how to communicate, like what Rick was saying, because they used to
Mm-hmm.
doing this. They used to texting stuff out, not even words, just the SMH or OMG or the LOL. When they get into full blown conversation mode, they don't know
Mm-hmm.
how to get it across. So that's where that line gets a little bit screwed because you as a parent are giving them that platform and you encouraging them to speak on that platform, but they just don't know how to speak on that platform because they don't know how to speak because it's not they don't have
Text.
everyday conversations like that to
Yeah.
put out the fire that was put on because of their behavior or whatever they're doing. So I think
Mm-hmm.
it's totally different nowadays. They have the biggest platform of all time now. They can get away with so much right now. It's so much that they can say to a parent if they knew how to say it and get away with it that we could never get away with, or we could never say nothing like that to our parent, but they can. They just don't know how to articulate that. So I think
Yeah,
that's
but
the problem.
do they feel heard though? Do kids really feel heard these days? Because a lot of the parents is in their phones too. They with their Facebooks, Instagrams, and they don't take time out for the parents, for the kids. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't think a lot of these kids feel heard.
It just depends on each individual situation because a lot of them they do feel heard, and those are the ones that try to articulate, but the ones that don't feel heard just shut down.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of shutting down going on too. And
Yeah,
I
definitely
think that's
is.
part of it too. Yeah, because if you push too hard, then I think that's Rick's dilemma too, to a degree. Some people push too hard, the kids shut down. You kind of have mastered that because you a big dude, but the kids for some reason gravitate to you. You like when you get irate, it's funny. You know what I mean? Opposed to other kids might see somebody else start talking to old head, like you say, and they start talking, and it's like, shut up, dude, or I ain't listening to you no more.
Well, see,
No, but for
you
real, it's
can
the
push
total.
you can
Go ahead,
push
Rick.
hard. You can push kids hard in group settings, and I think it's better to do that because you
Yes.
are going to have those kids that are going to rise to that, and the ones
Hmm.
that don't really, they see how other kids react, and they're like, "Oh, well, that's how you okay." So it's kind of a safer place. But one on one, you got to know how the kid is and how hard you can push them. Like I know with
Hmm.
my son, I gotta push him hard, but I gotta come behind and clean it up. Like, look,
Yeah.
this is why this is this. Because I tell him, like, when you said be heard, I say, look, speak up for yourself, even in my
Hmm.
face.
Hmm.
And we give our parents, me and my wife, give our kids a little more leeway than even my parents. Like, because my mom has said to me, you know, "Yeah, they don't respect you," and I was like, no,
They do though.
they do because I give them a little more free, and that's what my son says. He said, "My dad, he he talks with me. I don't feel like he's talking at me.
Good.
Hmm.
Like he gives me my
Yeah.
space to vent and say what I feel." But
And
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say to you, B. It's the total opposite of what you just described. So
Hmm.
they know when I do snap, they know that's the serious part. They don't like think is funny or think is cool because
Yeah.
I am that cool and funny person or coach or mentor or whatever you want to call it. But they
Mm-hmm.
know once I hit that switch, that's when they back
Yeah.
down and be like, "Oh shit, okay, whoa, I think I
And they
messed up,"
still
because
responding
he's
though.
at that point.
They not shutting
They,
down though. They still responding
no,
like,
no,
are
they
they
still do
shutting
shut
down?
down, but
Mm.
it's a different shutdown than shutting all the way up. It's a shutdown to let me dominate the moment. And whenever
Yeah.
that moment is done, when I'm dominating that moment, they still know they can approach me after I'm out of that mode.
Yeah.
So they don't
Yeah.
cower and just shut down when I'm out of that mode. Cause a regular kid that don't know me will be like, oh my God, this big dude just freaked out. And then that's where that scared big part will come in. But
Yeah.
not with the people that I already built that relationship with. They know, damn, he don't really snap like this all the time, especially in the new situation that I'm in. They
It's a
still
Yeah.
it's
trying to
a
get to know me.
it's
So
a
they
all hell. I
still,
better listen.
yeah,
Yeah.
Shutdown. Yeah.
exactly.
Like,
But
Exactly.
oh
And then
that's still better than the shutdown I'm talking about. Cause some of these kids
yeah.
shut down and I always say they sink to the bottom of the pool. Like they don't try
oh
to
yeah.
kick
Oh
or
yeah.
save them. They just be they're not even trying anymore. Just
Mm-hmm.
drowning, just sitting there. Like it's like fight, you know?
But then that's where you got to be smart enough to know, like, oh damn, this is getting old to them because they shutting
Right.
down. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how it was in a previous situation where I was there 10 years. So a lot of that stuff was getting old. So I had to find a new way of approach, especially this is a whole nother demographic. So you got to change with the demographics, you got to change with the time, you got to change with the each individual kid. But now they are starting to learn my breaking points and where they can push because I give them the freedom. We joke around a lot, and a lot of people from the outside will hear how we joke and be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you just let that kid say that to you." But that's just the
Mm.
freedom that I give them so they can feel that comfort and then
Yeah.
know that if you're wrong, you're wrong, and I'm gonna chastise you for being wrong. But then you know we're gonna be cool afterwards. That's hitting to
Mm-hmm.
that drive home that you was talking about, Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
And
like
then
the same thing, you know?
my wife is like, you always take it so personal, and it's like,
You ain't got no choice.
yeah, it's hard. Yeah, I'm a coach, like, and that's
Yeah.
what I was trying to explain to her. I was like, I take it personal when I'm coaching a team that he ain't on, and we lose. Like it's because I'm invested with them. Like it's difficult. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. It just kind of is what it is, and I need some space to kind of mourn the not having or doing the type of relationship that I wanted, like, because I stopped coaching to coach him and my other daughter and be around them more and
Mm.
getting the it's
Look
not
at
looking
Zan.
exactly how I want it to, but I gotta feel that out, and it's so he's
It's
not all the
difficult.
way wrong. Yeah, he ain't all the way wrong in that,
Mm-mm.
and
Well,
part
let
of
me
it is
drop one more Terry because I know Zen ready to segue on that. One more Terry though. See why it's now that's your son. Now imagine that rapper E just played Buck Up and she a girl. This where the girl difficulty come in at. Because girls can be nasty. And if your girl challenge you, then what you gonna do? You say you only gonna go so hard. And I had a moment I'm ashamed of where one of my daughters totally took me there and I lost my shit and it was embarrassing. Yes, and I regret it to this day. But you only gonna want to go so far. But what if the girl looking you at the eye, talking to you like some in the street, like somebody in the street? You gonna sit there and take that, or you gonna try to compose yourself? What you gonna do, Rick?
well. I would be very if one of my daughters ever got to that point, I'd be very ultra surprised. So I ain't gonna even here and say what I
Yeah,
would do because I don't see, especially with my oldest, like I don't
yeah,
like where we are and where she is. Like I feel I've prepared her,
yeah.
and our relationship is just different.
Mm-hmm.
I see my
Mm-hmm.
son maybe doing that before she would.
Now we talking about if you had another girl, but just think
I
about
do.
that. Not your
I have a
oldest.
youngest, and
Okay.
she can go there.
Right. She just
And
totally go there. Hormones
but
get the raging.
but
She
I
just
feel
go there.
like I've set the foundation
Yeah.
of that. Nah, and because it's
I
I
ain't
re,
going there.
my yeah my redirect and my wife's redirect is totally different, and it happens a lot
Yeah.
quicker when I redirect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All
Go
right.
ahead, Z. I don't know you think you
Now,
want that segue. Go ahead, that segue.
now Rick
Yeah.
did bring up that beautiful segue that I could have took and ran with it, but Mr. Taboo Tim's
I'm
had to
sorry,
get that
man.
last little bit, squeeze
sorry.
that last bit of juice out of it. But that's okay, my brother. That's
You know,
okay.
Say though. My fault.
He did say he had to mourn that relationship that he thought he could have, which brings me to another topic that has something to do with family as well too. So now I don't know if you've heard, but Tom Brady has got people raising their eyebrows over his comments to the comments that Scotty Scheffler, the golfer, made when he says he's going to lean into fatherhood over having golfing glory. And that's saying a lot, seeing that Scotty Scheffler, in many people's eyes, is considered the best golfer in the game right now. So ahead of the 2025 Open Championship, the number one Scheffler, now a new dad, said he will walk away from professional golf if it ever jeopardized his marriage or parenting. While Scheffler earned yet another major win, Brady pushed back in his July 29th newsletter, asking why family and career success should be as mutually exclusive. And so he said, why are those mutually exclusive? They're building blocks on the pyramid, but they're part of the same pyramid. They're connected, he wrote. Now, we've got 3 husbands, 3 fathers, as y'all have been talking about this episode, sharing y'all experiences. I want to know, how did you strike that balance to where you felt you were honoring your commitment to your family while still feeling that you were still satisfied and fulfilled while chasing your career as well? And if so, if you don't mind sharing the process of what that actually looked like for you.
Hey, that's crazy. You said that, B. Look at that shirt.
What?
Let's say the light super what?
Oh, he got the shirt.
Yeah, that's
the
crazy.
Tom
You brought
Brady
it up,
shirt.
man. It's that Tom Brady shirt B made for me, the legend of all legends. Go ahead, Rick. I just had to throw that in. My bad.
Good one.
Well, I mean, I did what Scheffler's talking about. You know, I was coaching, teaching, and I left coaching to be more involved with my kids. And through my
So,
midlife, go ahead. Go
oh
ahead,
no. So were you able to find that fulfillment, though, leaving that behind? You said earlier you had to mourn right there,
Right.
but were you able
No.
to find that fulfillment?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because it was everything I thought it would be, because my family is important to me and being around them. Now, how I thought I was going to do that, that was the part that's having to change. And or maybe just at this point in time, it was when I first started, but it's different now because he's in a different season. Like he's almost 15 years old now. When I stopped coaching, he was, I don't think, wasn't even 10 yet, you know, but so it's like it's totally different seasons, you know. And through what my midlife evaluation, that I call it, you don't have a crisis. You have an evaluation, and the crisis comes from your evaluation. I mean, sports has been a big part of my life. We talk about it on the pod every day, but it don't really matter. What matters is your health, your family, and your friends, man. Like that's just my evaluation of what things kind of come down to. I haven't said that to any of my kids, because she loves dance, he loves basketball, she loves cheer. I'm not going to go to them and be like, "Oh, well, that ain't important. You need to worry about," because they kids. They need to grow and figure that out for their own what does that mean to them? But things that I've come to realize, man, my kid, my family, or my health, my family and my friends, man. That's the important thing. That's what's important. Everything else fall by the wayside.
Yeah.
Okay, so before you go, B, so you
Okay,
saying
sir.
with Tom Brady, he's saying they don't need to be mutually exclusive, but it sounds like to me you saying can somebody be
Well, here,
able to achieve that family
No,
dynamic?
no,
Nope.
impossible.
here's why. Here's
Impossible.
why. And I tell my wife this,
Mhm.
with her being an attorney, and she's a real go live life like fast and quick. And I tell her, I love you for that, and I love you for who you are doing that. But we live in your wake.
Mm.
Like Tom Brady's family, Giselle and all his kids lived in the wake of his life. And if them waters are choppy, they gonna feel the blunt of that. Not him, because he in the boat going forward. But if you're not turning around, looking back and saying, how is everybody else doing? Oh, I don't give a damn about. I'm pushing forward. You can raise all the Super Bowl trophies you want to, bro. But if ain't nobody there to hug you and kiss you after it, to me, it's all for nothing.
Okay.
Easy.
All right, my
Hey,
man Rick.
Hey, cut
Cooking
that
with
one up,
gas.
Coach E. That was some gas right
it
there.
right there,
People
boy.
need to hear that one. Go ahead, B.
It's like going after Method Man on the
Kerosene.
mic. Damn it, I gotta go after Method Man on the mic. Yo, but look, I put it in a song best, man. Family is everything. Put it over every dream. Cause look, Zen know, man. We was doing music, and I had a couple opportunities to leave, and go on to do some other things, and met some people, but I put my family first, man, and the reason being, seeing those, including now Tom Brady, seeing those who did make that step towards careers, a lot of them die alone. They die alone, miserable. Kids hate them. They have shitty relationships. Some of my same contacts, one of which passed away, a couple of passed away, lonely. Tom Brady right now lost his family, chasing his career. Cause I don't care, one of them gonna suffer. You either got your career or you got your family. One of them gonna suffer. Because the problem is, ask Urban. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, ask Urban Meyer.
What his
Because
daughter say? What his daughter
yeah.
say?
Because in order to be great, you got to put in time. I mean, let's just be real. Like Coach E say, you got to show up. You got to be consistent. They always say you got to wake up and go and put in that work. And while you putting in that work, being great at what you do, what your family doing. Like you said, Rick, the family with Tom Brady, they trying to go where he go. He got to go to practice. And Tom being Tom, he practicing a lot of hours. In order to be great and be better than the best of the best, you got to put in some hours. So, and you can't spend that time with family. And when you spend the time with family, you can't put in to be great. So it's hard. It's impossible because somebody gonna suffer, man. So I definitely understand it. And you get one or the other because you don't get both.
All right, Coach E, you want to close us out on this one?
Absolutely. It was one way with me, and I'm gonna let my man explain it right here.
Step across the line. Habitually, he's a habitual line stepper. First,
So I was a habitual line stepper because I was so young when my family started. So what I had envisioned of my family, I didn't have no like person to show me how to do both. Hell, I didn't have a person to show me how to do one. So I was 18 years old trying to figure all this out. So in my mind, all you had to go with was what was going for you. So I had a daughter at 18, and I'm thinking I'm doing all of this to help my family with that grind, that continuous grind. She was born senior year of high school. So that next step was going to college. Not a lot of people in this world go Division 1 to play football in college. So immediately that triggers in your head your goal. Your goal is to make it to the NFL. And you thinking, oh, this is about to be easy because I'm already here, so I can take this step and then take the next step and then take the next step. And then I can support my family, so called family, with my daughter and whatever situation I was in. But I leaned so hard on that football part, trying to get to that part where I can finally feel free to take care of my family and put myself in a position to take care of my family when it never came. And then next thing you know, I'm 24 years old. So now from 18 to 24, that's a lot of vital years of that child's life that you have missed. And we are still going through our little rifts and everything because of that time that was missed when I thought I was doing the right thing to try to put us in the position to be a happy family because that's all you see and that's all you know because you don't got nobody telling you what's right and what's wrong. You just got somebody on TV showing you a way that they did it. So you think you're that person. So you trying to emulate that. So that actually put a halt and a bad taste in people's mouths with the father daughter situation. So now, me being a grown man and understanding where I messed up and understanding that I still wouldn't change nothing because, like I just said, I thought I was doing the right thing. But those two were totally different. To go back to your questions, Ian, I thought I had to do the football career thing separate for the family thing to bring them together in the end. I wasn't thinking I can do the football thing and the family thing at the same time because I never knew how to do it because I didn't have a teacher. I didn't have no way to see it. I didn't see nobody else do it. I was just going off of freestyle, just like freaking Jay-Z on the track. But it didn't come out the way Jay-Z did on the track. So I totally disagree with Tom Brady. Those two were totally different when I was young and coming up. But now that I'm Tom Brady's age now, as a grown man at 43, I see how I could have did it different, but you don't know no better. So you just know one thing and the other thing being two separate things. And then you try to do those two separate things to merge them into one later on. But then that later on never comes. So you just got to figure it out from there.
All right.
Okay.
So what would you had something to go ahead, B?
I was just gonna say, can I now we didn't trash Tom? Can I defend Tom at the same time? Because
Because that's what I was gonna ask. You
It ain't
hit
the
it
fact
right
we
there.
was trashing Tom. We just
no, not trashing,
Like-
but you know, against. We was against. We was three
don't
against.
agree. Don't agree.
Right, don't agree. But on the other side, it's the way of life because he did make that sacrifice. Now his kids got to see a whole different way of life, and it didn't end up the way he would have hoped because he even retired to try to get back with Giselle and them, but it was too late. She was already boning the karate dude, so he
Mhm.
couldn't even challenge him because he got beat up by karate. But he tried to come back, but it was too late. But because he did make that sacrifice, now his kids and his wife got to see a whole nother life. They got to have opportunity. You know what I mean? They got to be put in other situations that other people couldn't be put in because he made that sacrifice.
His was a little different than your average cat because they was gonna see that life
Absolutely.
because of who they mama. You forget Giselle was the breadwinner in that relationship. She the one who made more money.
Yeah,
That's why
okay,
Tom was
yeah,
able
that's
to
right.
take the pay cuts and
Yeah,
do the things that he did in order to make sure he had the team surrounded by him to win those
that's true.
championships.
That's
so
true.
so his was a little different than most folks though. So
Yeah.
he
Well,
he
went
didn't
after-
necessarily have to go to that. He just did that because he personally wanted to accomplish those things because they
Oh,
was going
yeah.
the lifestyle was
point.
already set.
And
So
your
what I would ask him is when did he come to that conclusion? Was it when he was going through it, when he was younger, or did he come to that conclusion now or a couple years ago when he was older and saw what that decision earlier did to his present? So that's
Oh.
if I had the opportunity to ask him that, I would ask him that. Like, when did you come to that conclusion?
He
That
defending
they
his
both should be
decisions.
mutual instead of
Yeah.
it being separate. Because
That's how he
if you just on
defended
the outside looking in as a fan, you would think they were totally separate. Just because of the level that he reached and how the work he put in to reach that level, you would totally think they were separate.
he want to say, "Shut up, woman, I'm going to work." That's what he want to say, but
No,
it didn't
for real.
work out
That's what
that
I'm
way.
saying.
Yeah,
And
I tried that too. I tried to with Nikki.
it
Be
might
like,
have
"Shut up,
worked
woman, I'm
for a
going to work."
time too. Like she might have been on board with that. I'm gonna do what
Yeah.
I can to make this ride
Work.
with what you're doing. Like, yeah, make it
Mhm.
work. You know,
Yeah, but
and
Okay, go ahead. My fault, man. My fault.
And then at some point in time, like, you know, people are like, especially if you're not in a like a Savannah and LeBron situation, like they've been together when they ain't had nothing. So they have worked, I think, to this point together. You know, and I'm pretty sure he supports her and some of the things that she wants to do. It's that's just a whole different, because they've got it out the mud together. You know, she was
That's a good
shooting with
point.
him in the gym.
Yeah,
so,
You know
so
what
to
I'm saying?
good
say,
point.
you know what I'm
She was
saying? Like,
rebounding and shooting.
yeah, like it.
Hey,
That
now,
That's
I
a
was
good
about to
point.
say, even she's now to the point that where
Yeah.
LeBron's come out and said, "Hey, she done gave me the ultimatum. Hey, not much longer." so,
And
so
you know what?
e-
I'm glad you said that because the way they came up with that audio is so freaking down low and dirty. That's just so irritating. Sorry, I had to get that out.
look,
But
I'm not hip. Go. How did they come up with it?
yeah,
Dude, he was at a restaurant in New York City and he was sitting down eating and talking to whoever he was talking to, but the waitress or waiter recorded that conversation while they was standing next to the table on their phone. So that's how that audio got leaked. That's
I don't know.
dirty,
It's
dog.
Brian E. It
Hey,
is Brian
I
though. E.
understand it's Brian, but come
No,
on,
I'm
man.
saying he might have staged that though. It's Brian, like you say. He always
Ah,
so plotting and
but
planning.
but if you look at the situation, like him playing with Bronny, like that's kind of like, all right, I've been doing my thing. How can I still do my thing, but get my family like to the you know? Because if he wants to, he can stay around and play with all three.
yes.
Me too. He
Cause
look.
But yeah, I'm sorry.
Zuri
Yeah,
ain't playing.
I was like, she crossing the yeah, Dwayne Wade situation.
but
Oh,
he could play with both his sons in the NBA, and
He got it.
I don't know about that one. I think Bryce might have to go all four.
Nah,
so I don't know.
Bryce
Nah,
coming
Bryce-
out, man. Bryce cold.
Bryce-
He the
if,
coldest.
Bryce,
if Bronny can come out at the one,
Yeah,
Bryce can too.
Bryce
Nah,
cold.
hey,
Shit.
hey, you fooled me
Shit.
once. Shame
on
on
you.
me. Yeah, exactly.
see,
Fool
now
me
we
twice.
about to go on a whole different with this
I
conversation.
tell you,
But
man.
Anyway,
Because it might have worked out. Because the way Bronny playing in this G League, I might have to eat this hat. Because he might
I
come
remember
out
you
crazy.
said that too.
Yeah, I
remember you
know.
said
I jumped ahead of you because you know my son B. He been on me like, yo, Dad, you see what Brownie did? I was like, I know, boy, I know.
Remember you
So it
said
might have
that?
worked out. Yeah,
I
he had
put
one.
the
Trash.
words here, the important words that you just said in the G League. that's that we gotta.
Yeah, I
No,
mean, he
yeah,
ain't gonna
We
put
still
up.
gotta wait for it to translate to the
Yeah.
real league. so
He really meant summer league. That's what he really
Yeah,
meant.
I meant
right
Summer
now.
League. You right. Yeah,
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 I
good
knew
catch.
that's what he meant.
Yeah,
Oh,
but the
okay.
Summer League, to me, the Summer League looked like a professional that played some minutes, looked shitty, and came back to the Summer League like, I'm better than y'all. It looked better than he played the first time. It's like the confidence is through the roof. It's just like white boy Luke Herndody, Cavs play, get 3 points, and then go to the Summer League and G League and light them up for 50. Like, dude, like, yeah, I could play. I'm better than y'all. So, yeah, that's what it's looking like. So, I think he going to be all right.
Hey, hold on. Did you just take it back to Luke Herringody?
I did.
Oh my God.
I did. Because I never forget he was trash. He went and lit the G League up. They sit him down. He lit them boys up. He was playing with them.
Herringody is crazy work.
well, to put a cap on the Brady thing, and like you divorced, dog. Like how like come on,
But
man.
hold on, Rick. Hold on.
Wrap it up,
Because y'all
son.
just brought some new stuff to light. She a hypocrite. She ain't like Savannah sitting at the crib, going to the gym, just waiting for daddy to get home. She up there got her career too. So she can't
But
talk
her
about
career-
time. Once
Her
you
career
just
10
said she was
hours and
making money.
done.
Yeah,
Her,
her
career
career.
10 hours and done for 2 months, then go back for another 12 hours.
Yeah,
10 hours
hers
and done.
is different as a model.
Yeah.
Being the number one
Mm.
model, it didn't require the time commitment that time needed to be the number one quarterback in football. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
he earned it. Okay, gotcha.
All right. So we'll keep this thing moving along. All right, fellas, y'all cooking with some fish grease tonight. Let's see if we can keep on cooking. All right, so let's see. I got a ton of topics. I was supposed to do some quick hitters, but Rick set me up with that. I think it's time for a little bit of comedy relief real quick. So here we go. So I want to switch things to the WNBA. We don't talk about the WNBA, and I probably should be feeling bad that I'm going to talk about the WNBA in this way because I am a fan. And you and this next topic that we're about to talk about, you would think I'm not a fan, and you think I was one of these man bashing dudes out here that go against them, but I'm not. But this story was just too good to resist. So, all right, so we talk about connecting from long range, and when you say that, you think maybe a Caitlin Clark logo 3, but this week's deep shots came courtesy of a couple of neon green dildos flying from the stands at not one but 2 different NBA games. Now, our most opinionated, ever outspoken critic of the WNBA, Mr. Taboo Timmons. I know the people is read the story and it's like, man, they tuned into the podcast just to hear your take on this. So this ain't just about court vision anymore. It's about court invasions. So, Mr. Timmons, what do you got to say about this news story right here?
Man, riddle me this. Go ahead,
Before
man.
you go.
What you got? We got some intro music.
Lesbians love dildos.
Lesbians love dildos.
Oh man, the dildos, man. Look, if they just dropped the hoop down to 9 feet and shortened the court 75%, we wouldn't have to talk about dildos. But look, it's mighty funny. Y'all the fans, but I've spoken more about the WNBA than y'all this year. I'm just throwing that out there. I've been more excited than y'all. I was listening to stuff like that. And this is Zen's first article about the WNBA. But that's all right. Because at first, I was like, man, it's a serial dildo thrower. They so bored at the games, man, because it's no action, man. Like, the games is outside of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese wearing antics, because she terrible, too, at the basket. I'm sorry. I've been trying to watch them. Y'all been letting me down. Y'all ain't been saying, watch this, watch that. So, except E sent that Allen Iverson looking girl. It's a couple standouts. The girl with the dribbles. I forgot her name already. But I figured it out.
Yeah,
what high school?
Rutgers, brother.
That's all right. They all blend together. So
damn.
It ain't a serial dildo thrower because it's at the Valkyrie games, right? I figured it out. That's not dildos. That's somebody's strap-on that's falling off. The strap-on, they wore it to the game and it's just falling off, man. That's what it is. And I mean, tell me, is that it? No. Is that it? They need to stop dicking around. Seriously. Hey, come on.
But like this whole thing, the rise of the popularity is going up. Now you seeing some of the shenanigans. Are people not taking it serious enough? Because I talk to my brother all the time about it. I was like, the WNBA is where you want to watch because they playing for the love. These girls are not getting paid the money that they need to, but they out here giving it they all, and it's for the love because it's definitely not for the paycheck or what this life could be done for them. And so I'm like, and then you see situations like this come up, and you like, come on, can y'all just give these ladies the respect they deserve? That's I mean, what I
feel you, Zen, and I want to say give them the respect, but bad entertainment is just bad entertainment. It's like that bad B movie. You want to make it to the end of the B movie. You know how hard it is to make it to the end of a B movie. I mean, just a shit movie. You sitting there, you get into the character development. You like, man, damn, this movie only an hour and 27 minutes. It's mostly Tubi movies because I've watched Tubi movies. And you're like, damn, but I'm trying to see what the hell happened. But this movie sucks. The acting sucks. All of it sucks. It's few standout stars that I do like. But I compare it to NBA expansion league, like when Jordan was dominating. It was a lot of expansion players. It wasn't like the NBA of today. Now, hopefully, this WNBA can get to the skill level of the NBA today. Hopefully. But right now, it's a lot of bad players. There's more bad players than good players. I'm sorry. This is just how I feel. I've tried. Y'all tried? I tried. It is hate. Because I tried. I tried. It's terrible. It's a terrible product. It's a B movie. I'm tired. And I know Mama Curry gonna call me and she probably gonna she cussing me out. I'm sorry, Mama Curry, but I'm at my wit's end because I have tried. I tried.
Hey.
It's more bad than good.
That was as much as I'm gonna say I'm not a fan. I don't watch it a lot, but that shouldn't have been done. Whoever did that, that was kind of in poor taste. I just say that, because. But if now the making as much as LeBron James,
Whoa.
See,
now
yes, they never said that. See, now you putting out
all.
these false narratives again. No, man.
They just want to be paid what they worth. That's all.
Yeah.
What they worth? I mean, not
Okay.
$72,000. No, we not
Nah,
72,000.
I
Yeah.
get what you if whatever their revenue share is
Thank
does
you.
need to be on par with the NBA. I agree with that.
That's it.
You
They
said
about
revenue
to-
share.
They
But
about
every
to
time I
have
hear it, it's not presented that way. The revenue
Yeah, 'cause
share
they
needs
can-
to be on par with the NBA.
They got to
Now-
make it sound horrible so they can get you in, so you can do this. What Byron just did, go that far. But they literally are coming up with the negotiations, and they will have those negotiations, and then the new revenue sharing percentage will go up because of all these TV deals and everything else. It's going to go up. It's just a
It got-
process. That's all.
Yeah.
The product got to get better though, man. You
All I
gotta
know
It
is-
has.
That's
The
fine,
product
man.
is as best as it's been ever.
And it
Literally.
still ain't.
But
They
then
still
I even got a problem with that. Yes, it's the best it's been because of Caitlin Clark.
right.
But you got
Nah.
people in the
Nah.
league.
It's everybody.
Nah, Rick.
This is
It
the
ain't,
deepest
man.
I've
It's not,
seen-
man.
This
I'll
is
be
the
honest with
deepest
you.
I've seen women's basketball ever. Like,
Okay,
it's
yeah, and I'll
talent,
be honest with you.
everything.
I'll be honest with you. I ain't start watching WNBA until Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese
Yeah,
in
me
college. In college,
too. Nice
first
skin
time I ever
ladies.
turned on a WNBA draft.
Yep.
Caitlin Clark and
Yep.
Angel Reese. Let's just
Same
keep
here,
it a
Rick.
buck.
They
Let's
ain't
just
keeping
keep
it
it
a
real
buck,
buck.
Rick. They ain't keeping it a buck, man.
Then
They
yes,
cheering.
then I find Asia Wilson. She's very good.
Yeah.
Why haven't they been talking about her but what was the catalyst to all that? Caitlin Clark
Caitlin
and
Clark.
Angel Reese.
And it was beef. It was the beef. Let's just
And
be
it was
real. The beef
between them. It
too.
wasn't the gameplay.
It
And
put a
because if
spotlight.
we're talking gameplay, the only one I really want to watch with that is Caitlin Clark.
And she can
Damn.
ball. I've even said that, like, man, this girl can ball. Like, because I turn on games, and when I spot check games, the one that stand out is Caitlin Clark on skill, because she got nothing. She got nothing beautiful wise. I'm sorry. She ain't ugly, but she ain't beautiful. She got zero. It's 0% attraction. At least ain't reason I can say, ooh, got them legs, that little look. But sometimes at the hoop, she garbage. I've seen the play. It's been trash. It's been absolute trash. Caitlin Clark comes out the ball. I'm with Rick, man. The product got to
And
get
honestly,
better. It's a B movie.
I've seen the talent that's in the while there is some. I grew up watching Samika Randall play at Trinity. Like, I've seen it before. So that it's not anything that jumps off the screen to me. I have never seen Caitlin Clark before.
Light Skin Nation.
Absolutely.
We here.
Absolutely.
We here.
Because
Y'all
they
ain't
talking about
100.
Caitlin Clark having a down season. They still yelling Caitlin Clark. Like she out here really balling like that, and she's not this season. That
The
lets you
same-
know that this is the casual perspective.
Right.
You
Yeah.
just said she hit a
Let's-
logo
let's-
three.
let's
And
go
guess what you
ahead.
need? And guess what you need to grow the league? Casual fans to watch.
Exactly.
They need more folks that's gonna
Us.
have an open mind and see what's actually being presented to them and be able to respect it.
Boy, you
Those
sound like
things with
Esquire.
talents.
Say
No,
it,
man.
Esquire.
Because
No.
when I watch a Asia Wilson who's been balling, who I've been watching a Nafisa Collier, that's killing the game right now.
Nafisa
There's so
Collier is the best player in the world right now.
Yes.
She
It-
is. And then
I
help
don't
me
know
with
who
the
you talking about.
pronunciations
If you put five pictures, if you put five
Yeah,
pictures
Agumbawale,
of
yep.
players up here, I couldn't pick her out of nowhere.
Nope. Now for 100 grand, I wouldn't know
But
who
that's
the hell
cool.
she is.
And that's an
But
NBA,
if
and that's
I
a WNBA problem.
Cause y'all
But if I-
purists. Y'all are purists. Go ahead.
if I put some of her film on, you're gonna be like, damn,
I've seen her.
is
I've
really
seen that before.
good.
Yeah, she's really good. I've seen that
What's
before.
her name?
That don't excite me.
Naphasia Collier. Did I say that right?
Nafisa Collier.
But
But
Nafisa,
yo,
sorry.
look, this is the thing. Y'all keep talking about Caitlyn. Yeah. The problem with the WNBA has always been the marketing problem. That's the whole thing with the WNBA. It's not the players themselves, it's the marketing that goes behind the players themselves. And a lot of the times I've expressed it that they really try to want to push that white player and not give necessarily the black players that's been balling and putting in that work as well too. And that's why, because before it was a Caitlin Clark, they was out here trying to push Sabrina Ionescu, Breanna
Man,
Stewart, Elena Delle Donne. They were out here trying to push them, but while at the same time, these black folks, they not out here trying to give the same love and the same push behind them. If they did, they would have had as good of a product that they did. I mean, as far as marketing, when they first came into the league, because when they first came into existence, they were out here trying to push a Cynthia Cooper, a Lisa Leslie, a Cheryl Swoops. And they got away from that, and slowly over the time, the people wasn't, because I know for a second there was like a couple summers where I wasn't paying attention to it like I should have been, because they wasn't trying to, it didn't seem like they were trying to get me to watch. But I eventually, of course, because I'm a basketball lover, I came back to it. But yes, man, it's the marketing of the WNBA. And even the players will tell you, for the longest, they had however many teams, and they all had the same exact uniforms, just in different colors. Like, you know, it's things like that when you're trying to push your product. Like, there's so many other things with the WNBA that they did wrong with this, to where now they're starting to see the light and finally starting to get together. And hey, I'm glad there's Caitlin Clark, and I love watching her. I was there for the Atlanta Dream home opener when she was there. So yeah, I don't have any problems with Caitlin Clark, but
Me neither.
the WNBA could have been further along if not for the mishaps and the mishandling of it. So I just had to say my piece and I hush.
Magic
I
and
just
Bird.
think and that's what they're trying to do. But I just think if y'all really watched it, y'all will see how widespread the talent in the league is. Y'all just going off of what y'all hear from the media. But if y'all literally watch the game,
Disagree.
y'all would end up saying, like, damn, they is really
Nope.
They putting in that work. They
Nah,
giving
they-
you more effort and more intentionality
Yeah.
than any men's basketball game you can get during a regular season.
It's just not entertaining, man. I get it though.
It
You the
is,
man to
though.
say Tim Duncan is the GOAT. And that's why when I just pulled up the Nafisa Collier highlights, this is Spurs basketball, not entertaining. It's fundamental. It's cool, but that ain't entertaining to the guys like me and Rick, man.
What do you want her to do?
I wanted to do some shit. I want to do some Caitlin Clark shit. Caitlin Clark, we hit them with the cross, the head. Man, I just pulled up a whole bunch of highlights while y'all was talking. I just pulled up 10 minutes of highlights. One was just a dribble. She stopped dribbling. Another one, she just shot a three. Just layups. That's cool. She cool fundamentally. But this is Spurs basketball.
I can't put my finger on why, for me, the WNBA is not entertaining. And the only thing I can equate it to is women's gymnastics and men's gymnastics. I never watch men's gymnastics, but I always watch women's gymnastics. That's entertaining to me. Like what the men, I sometimes it'll be on and I'm like, eh. And I think like Zen, it's a lot of it is who they're pubbing and who they're hyping up with women's gymnastics. The Dominique Dawes, the
Simone Biles,
Gabby
Douglas,
yeah,
Mary Lou Retton. Like the list goes on and on. All of them.
Let me ask you this, Rick. When they hype them up and you tune in, do you feel disappointed?
I don't.
You don't. I'm sorry, guys. The guys, the most of the time, the people y'all say go watch, Like this Collier girl is disappointing. I mean, it's fundamental. It's cute.
Oh my god!
She put the
man.
ball in the hoop, but it's nothing special. It ain't no ooh whoa.
And I guess that's
it's-
what, and I guess that's what I mean. Well, like I've seen it before.
yeah.
Like I've
Sounds
walked
bitchy.
into gyms and seen like, man, yeah, she could hoop.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let me see some
But
hezzy.
that wasn't
you
enough
know.
for you. That
No,
wasn't enough. Yeah,
Nah.
she can hoop.
Nope.
All right. All
Like,
right.
she cool. She
like, I'm sorry.
What else we gonna say then?
Yeah.
We going against a brick wall.
Y'all just
right
said
here.
Caitlyn hit a logo 3. I seen Caitlyn do a step back, hop
But we
back,
seen that before.
curry. But I'm
Not from a
saying,
white girl.
it
Not from a
looks-
white girl.
You said
And I
Curry.
hate that. Not from a white girl. And I hate that it's race.
but that's a
But not-
man versus a
not from a
woman.
white girl.
I ain't seeing a bunch
So-
of
so
women
that's
with
what
that
make it
heavy step
sweet.
back shot. I mean, it's just it's the form, it's the
It
sweetness
is.
of it. Send me
So
some
that's why-
highlights.
That's
It
how I
ain't
know
just
you
call
don't
you,
watch
girl.
the game. That's how I know you
I
don't
randomly
watch.
watch.
If you watch the game, you will see that. Do you know how many times they do that? Like crazy. It's
I
so many
randomly
players in
watch.
Steph Curry.
It's
I
low.
don't think it's nothing about Steph's shot that is. I think it's the fact that Steph is 6'2", 6'3",
getting it
which-
off.
getting it off, doing what he's
Yeah.
doing, and it makes everybody who's even 6'1", dang, because to a watching the NBA game,
Good point.
Steph
Good
looks
point.
like me. I'm
Right.
6 feet.
Good point.
Even though he's not 6 feet, he
Me
looks
too.
like an average guy, and he out here doing. I could do that.
I
You know,
could
like
do it.
it brings
Yeah.
a I can do that factor to the game that you haven't seen before. Because Allen Iverson was the same hype, but you couldn't dribble like Allen Iverson. Like what Allen Iverson was doing on the floor,
What is
people
that y'all want?
people was
Y'all-
like, I can't do that.
It
But you
looks
can't
sweet though.
You
Yeah.
want people that can do what you can. You saying Steph Curry, he can do what you can do. You think you can do. Then you marvel over the other ones that give me a choice, man. Pick a side. Pick a
What
side.
we doing? What we doing?
We do it.
It's
It's
still-
just like if Evan dunking, I dunk. I'm gonna look better dunking because they like, damn, B flew a long way, like little Nate Robinson. He jump up and dunk, and Evan just,
But either,
monkey
either or,
dunk,
you're
yeah,
gonna
all
still
in the fight.
appreciate it according to Rick, because according to Rick, hey, even if it's just a
Not me.
simple Jared Allen dunk, you
Whoa,
like,
whoa,
hey,
whoa.
man,
Well, Allen
I
Iverson.
I can
Allen
do it
Iverson
just
was
the same way. But if Allen Iverson do it, I'm like, ooh, I'm like, man, oh man,
Never
that's so
seen that
awesome.
before.
Exactly. So you're gonna like it either way. So
What are we doing, son?
Nah, we doing this. Look,
y'all
it's
making
boring.
excuses.
It's a B movie. This girl's not excited. Lower the hoop
You
to
making
9 feet
excuses.
and short the
No.
court. They get more love. I'm telling you.
Shorten the court. What is that?
Yeah, short the
doing?
court. Short the court. What? How long is the court? 90 feet, 100 feet? How long is the court? A regular NBA court.
94 feet.
All right, shorten it to like 62 feet.
They
and
lower the
9
rim.
foot
Yeah.
basket.
You get more people playing above the rim. That'll make more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was saying that a long time ago. You get more people above the rim because who dunking? It's look, I randomly do. I do what you do. I randomly do it. You more calculated. I randomly just go pick up a WNBA game, and I think of you and Mama Curry. I'd be like Zen. I'd be like, all right, let me try this out. And I'd be disappointed. Now, one time I did pick randomly Caitlin Clark, and I was texting y'all like, man, y'all see this? Because she, man, just how she was moving. It was different. It was different. It had nothing to do with black or white. It was just different.
It is.
It was Kyrie
so
Irving
many-
versus Darius Garland. Different.
It is so many other guards in the WNBA that play like that. You just
Who?
want to focus on her because she gets the attention.
I'm saying it's
damn
'cause
near
they're white.
every
Give me
team
somebody.
in the WNBA,
I'm being
They
realistic.
they have a
Yeah,
guard
man.
that play
Because
like
white.
that.
Who?
I'm
I will
being
Google her
realistic.
right now.
I'm
Thank
being
you.
realistic. I'm being realistic and saying
'Cause
it's
she's
because
white.
she's white.
Because she's white.
It is.
I understand that. And at least
I
you
care
can admit
less.
that she's white. That's why you're saying that. But this guy
That's
is saying
everlasting
nobody else
nation.
can do this.
Y'all
And I
just said
know
Nafisa Collier is the best in the NBA. Did y'all not play the tape?
she
Yes, y'all
is.
did. I
She
just looked
is.
at highlights. It was boring. It was
Screw the highlights. That's what people like you get it wrong. You don't just watch highlights to see how good a person is.
But
You
what
gotta
I'm
watch the
saying-
game to see how they play the game.
exactly. I don't
I
even
can
know
put
if
a
I watched
highlight
this
of
girl.
you on these episodes, and somebody will say, "Man, he's the best podcaster." But you
Well, yeah,
have to
thank you.
see every single episode to see how you
But
approach
here's the
every
thing.
episode.
If I randomly listen to an episode, which I randomly watch this, and like I say, I randomly, and there's very few who stand out. It's most of them. It's B movies. It's like I asked
Randomly.
Rick when
I
he
will
randomly
watch.
watched gymnastics. Do
I
you get
will
disappointed?
watch. I'll watch Asia Wilson. Like if Las
My
Vegas
favorite
playing,
player.
yeah, I'll watch her.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
definitely my favorite player.
she
She's
be
the
giving
Bron
it-
of the WNBA.
Yeah, she be giving. It looks effortless when she's doing it.
Let's see.
But look, B about to pull up Asia
It's
Wilson
not.
highlights. I'm not impressed. She's
I
not
forgot
dope.
what-
I didn't even say
game?
nothing.
I forgot what game I was watching. It was like 8 seconds left. They had the ball. I'm like, yo, Asia about to get the ball at the high post and hit. And sure enough, she caught the ball, turned around, hit
Got
that,
to her spot.
get to her spot, hit the shot, and just walked the other. I was like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that was entertaining.
And there's so
Rick was
many other
entertained.
situations that happen like that. Y'all just don't watch it to see it. That's all.
All of them is the Jimmy Butlers, man. Like I hate Jimmy
Oh, my
Butler, and
God.
I hate Shea Game too.
Okay.
I hate Shea Game.
I need to.
I
I
hate
need to
Shea.
adopt- I
Ain't
need to
no
adopt my
saving you then.
I need to adopt my
Right.
wife's.
See what I'm saying? See,
I need
it's
to
not
adopt my wife's
entertaining.
sports theory. My wife's sports theory. You only watch the last 4 minutes of the game. That's the only part that counts.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
my
got you.
wife's sport.
So
That's my
shorten
wife's
it to
sports
4
theory.
minutes. That's it.
said-
4
he said,
minutes. is done.
Oh,
It's the last 4
okay.
minutes yet, but I ain't watching.
Your wife is a smart lady. Thank you, Mrs. Perez. Thank you.
So
Because I'll wait till the 4 minutes.
Get
Be a
out
good
of here,
game.
man. It's time to go. It's time to go. I'm hitting the buzzer on that, man.
4 minute quarters.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
make it
When you
mean
start
something.
making any sense. Like, all right. Hey, but yeah, this was fun, fellas. This was definitely fun. So I hear that sound. I hear that sound. So you know what that means. Good
Okay.
pod. Good pod. Hey, Coach E.
Yes, my fellow WNBA-ster.
Yes. You got a post-game word for the people.
Yes, I do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, gather around, taking the all eyes on me. Today's word is not again. We on this podcast, and not again am I talking about a death from a close person. Not again am I talking about death in the football season. It's one thing I just remembered. I was talking to Sharon and Ari and everybody else. I said, I can't wait for football season every single year, but it seems like every single year I deal with death during the football season. So maybe football season is to help me cope with certain things. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a season for me to understand how blessed I really am. Maybe it's not. But not again, man. I'm sitting here mourning the death of my little cousin, Christopher Brown. For everybody that know Christopher Brown, know what kind of guy Christopher Brown was. If you know, you know. I don't need to go into great detail, but that young man just turned 40 years old and he is gone right now. It's been a very, very tough day. Y'all don't understand. We used to talk so much. We were so close. We used to do a lot of things together. Not just me. I'm not trying to steal the spotlight from anybody, but he was a very, very important part in his family with our generation of cousins. Every cousin that I know and every cousin that talk to each other know Chris Brown and love Chris Brown. And from this day forward, August 5th, 2025, will miss Chris Brown. So I want to send a rest in peace to my little homie, little big man, Chris Brown. Rest in peace, man. You will surely be missed. God bless your kids. God bless your family. God bless your mom. Your mom is a living legend. Your mom is strong. She had to bury both of her kids. That is extremely hard for a parent to do, let alone a single mother to do. She had to bury both of her kids. She outlived both of her kids. I want y'all to let that sink in. Strength is crazy. She has crazy strength. So keep her in your prayers. Keep Chris Brown in your prayers. Keep my family in your prayers. This is a very, very serious situation and a very special moment. It's a gift and a curse, what we was talking about early. We miss him, but we glad he's not suffering anymore. So not again that I have to sit here and talk about this, but it's a way of life. and I'm going to do my best to rep him, and I'm going to do my best to grieve the right way, and I'm going to do my best to help everybody that needs help grieving the right way. So rest in peace, Chris.
All right, let's go.
Win on me, win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win! It sounds so sweet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to another episode of Coach E Game for All Seasons. And everything I just said, I meant that to the strongest possibility of my life. That's on me. With that being said, see you next week.
Thank you for tuning in to Game for All Seasons with Coach E. Remember to hit the like or subscribe button on Coach E's YouTube channel. To listen on the go, download wherever you get your podcasts. Also, make sure to follow Coach E on Instagram, X, and TikTok at BigF216. Contact us at www.perfecttimefitness.com for one-on-one or group training sessions. Our theme music provided by Mr. Taboo Timmons on SoundCloud at Mr. Taboo Timmons. Once again, thanks for listening and see you next week.